Hey, what's up? Welcome to the Bill and Frantz show. I'm Frantz.
I'm Bill.
We have a terrific show for you today. You see, I got the cigar out. I'm gonna smoke this bad boy. Stay tuned.
Okay, welcome back to the Bill and Frantz show. How you doing, Frantz?
Man, I'm cool. What's up, man? How you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. It's almost spring.
Yeah. What you think about this, man?
I think it's sticky, and I'm glad I'm upwind.
Man, I had to do this for the show today because I have to feel like Rush Limbaugh. You know what I'm saying? Because you know he talks all that bull crap. Got this big old cigar. Just hey, I smoke cigars.
That's right.
You know.
Classic fat boy. Or classic, what do you call him? Good old boy.
Good old boy. Good old boy. I like that better. So what's up, man?
Well, so Rush is in the news.
Yes, he is.
He's making all sorts of impressing the ladies these days, calling one of them a slut and a prostitute, which he eventually did a half-assed apology for by saying, "Oh, I wouldn't use that word, but I still mean what I said." What do you think of that?
Well, Russ has always been an a-hole. Okay? A-hole.
From day one.
Okay, so I'm not surprised by anything this man says, you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, my question is this to Russ.
What's that question?
Did you think you were going to get away with it? That's all I want to know. Did you think you were going to get away with it?
I'd like to answer on behalf of Rush. Yes.
Yes. I guess he isn't arrogant enough to think he's...
Yeah, of course. He thinks he's above the law or whatever, and you know the rules apply to him. The rules he applies to other people don't apply to themselves. Also interesting, we are in St. Louis, Missouri, in case you didn't know that.
Yes.
And there's also a little bit of a controversy because right in the midst of all this, they're planning on building a bust in honor of Rush Limbaugh in the state capital, which is Jefferson City. On behalf of all the uproar, apparently a lot of the Democrats in the state legislature are saying maybe we shouldn't do it, and it's an ongoing discussion.
Well, hey man, you know what? We look at the history of this land. We look at this is a beautiful country. Don't get me wrong, okay? But some of its history is stained. You know what I mean? So if you look at Rush Limbaugh and you have to look at the type of control this man has on the Republican Party. Think about it. He is a talk radio guy, right? He's just a talk radio host, and he controls the Republican Party. That's power.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, with this whole thing with him saying that, and now they're going to build a memorial to him in Jefferson City, I am not shocked.
Right.
Because he went to SEMO.
What's that?
Southeast Missouri State University.
Okay.
You know, that's where Rush went. That's where he went to school. So I'm not surprised because, Missouri, I love Missouri, but sometimes Missouri is Missouri. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Well, I'm wondering about it because some of the they've been asking some of the Republicans, the prominent Republicans, to say, would you please denounce him? And I know that our buddy Romney, the best he could say was things like, "Oh, I wouldn't use those words." It's like, what words would you use?
Right.
And but Mitt Romney, that brings us to the next point, the FOP race. Yeah. That's still pretty interesting. People all thought it would all be over. This past Tuesday was Super Tuesday.
Super Tuesday. And
everyone's like, well, as long as he gets Ohio, and Romney did win Ohio, but just by a little bit, because the Republicans themselves only dislike him less than the other 2 or 3 guys.
Right.
And it's just really interesting to see how they whittle down none of the guys that they like. I find it really interesting that the Democrats are like, "Oh, you guys keep fighting it out because the more you guys talk, the more people we learn about you and the less we like you." Because now the Republicans don't even like him, and they're finding out the Republicans don't even like their own candidates, but they keep on debating, so we get to keep on learning more about them, and so the general public learns more about them and learns to like them less.
See, my thing is this: when you pump enough fear, you start living the message you pump. Y'all are so scared of Rush. It's ridiculous. I remember 9/11. Y'all gave us so much fear. They're gonna get you. Your house is gonna blow up. It was like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it was every night on the news. Boom, 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 boom. It was so much that we even gave away some rights just to feel protected. Mm. And now, you know what I'm saying? So just now to find out that you guys who are so ready to go fight Al Qaeda and the terrorists are scared of Rush Limbaugh. Straight up. I'm just asking. It's just a question. I'm not judging that. It's a question.
It'll be interesting to see what happens if Missouri changes their mind about putting a bust in his honor in Jefferson City. What Rush will have to say about that.
Let me ask you, what do you think?
What do I think about what?
This whole bust thing.
Well, I think it would be really bad. I know that. I mean, it's kind of like a Hall of Fame, rather, as opposed to that's their excuse for saying, well, you know, he's controversial, but you know, it's more of a Hall of Fame than a sort of, you know, an honor. But of course, it's an honor. Otherwise, you don't put busts for people that, you know, there's no bust for axe murderers or, you know, whatever, train robbers, whatever they talk about and things like that. You know, there's no Hall of Fame or, you know, fame usually being positive, but not necessarily. So of course they shouldn't, because he's a muckraker, to say the least. To say the least. To say the least. Because my view, now this might be a controversial statement, and people have their opinion. I respect everybody's opinion, but I think Rush is pretty much, I call him a in the closet racist, but he's not really in the closet. No, he's just speaking.
He just speaks how he feels, and that's cool because I can respect Rush for that. That, hey man, you telling it how telling it how it is from your perspective, and don't give a dang what anybody else thinks. And I can applaud you on that.
That's talk radio.
Because that's just real talk. But
kind of
real talk, you are somewhat of a racist, man, and it's cool. Do your thing.
Yeah, racism's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's a hater. He doesn't just hate, you know,
right.
The people of color. You know, he doesn't even like the ladies, as we saw. You know, and I guess, you know, the more he talks, the more he offends.
But he likes the one he pays.
Okay, well, there you go. On that note, we're going to take a little break. So we'll come back in a minute. Right.
Pastor Pat Robinson thinks that marijuana should be legal and nobody should go to jail for it. Hey. You know what I mean? The man obviously must know what he's talking about. He is a pastor and he knows the Bible. You know what I mean? If he thinks it, what does the Almighty think? Who knows? Pastor, I'm not saying you're right or you're wrong, but hey, you must know something we don't know. I'll see y'all later. I got to go because I can't believe it. Now, I'm going to read more of my Bible. I'm going to read more of my Bible. Peace. Hey, welcome back to the show. Bill, what's up, man? What's on the agenda?
Real soon is going to be St. Patrick's Day, and this year it's on a Saturday. And so I don't know if you guys know this, but we're in St. Louis, as I mentioned before, but we're actually in the neighborhood of Dogtown, which is a very big Irish neighborhood in St. Louis. And there's always on the day of St. Patrick's Day, there's always a parade in downtown Dogtown, which is just a few blocks that way. Very exciting. And also St. Louis, the city of St. Louis, has a downtown parade always on a Saturday. So sometimes they're in different days because St. Patrick's Day often falls during the week. This year, since St. Patrick's Day is on Saturday, there's going to be a downtown parade and Dogtown parade the same day. And it's generally understood that the Dogtown parade is the real deal, the real St. Patrick's Day parade.
The real one. So you're going to go to the Dogtown, I assume.
Yeah, well, it's actually going to come to me because what happens is it's so big. People, the Hibernians, I think it's called. I don't know much about St. Patrick's Day, but it's obviously a big Irish thing, and Irish people from all around the region, not just St. Louis, but Illinois and up north, south, east, west, they all come and descend on Dogtown. There's a huge parade, and lots of people doing floats and stuff like that.
People are out there just kicking, having fun, drinking their beers, walking down the street, just living it up,
Right.
All right.
And so they invade this neighborhood, and early in the day, because the parade's usually 11 or 12, early in the day, everything, all the cars are everywhere. They come all the way back here. We wake up to people walking with their, wearing green, stuff like that, walking by our house, filling up our parking spaces. So when you come next weekend, which you should, get here early so you can park somewhere and hang out here. It's so big that we don't, it's like, it just sort of spills over into our area. And there's, you know, in the late afternoon, there's drunk people stumbling around. It's crazy, but hey, it's St. Patrick's Day. Don't judge.
It's cool. It's cool. Okay, that's cool, man.
So it's really fun, and maybe we'll do some. We'll tell you more about St. Patrick's Day as it passes.
Right. You'll see it on the show. You'll see it on the show next week, right?
Yeah, I think
so.
so.
We'll have a little bit. We'll have that background. It's gonna be cool, green and white. You know, I'm gonna have my green on, and I'm pretty sure. I don't think I have Irish in me, but I'm gonna have my green on.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
I've got a quarter Irish. I'm quarter Irish. My grandma's on my mom's side. Her name was Letha Mahar.
Letha Mahar.
It's pretty Irish.
It is. I like it.
And she lived in Maine, dirt poor in the Depression. Those were the days. Yeah. I got one more. Do you want anything more to say about St. Patrick's Day?
Well, just enjoy it.
Okay. So we got one more item that I just heard on the radio. Just heard on the radio just a few minutes ago about some crazy thing. It's just a little stupid thing, but apparently there's a new trend in the world, the medical world, and that is facelifts for dogs. And, you know, this is Dogtown, so we got to talk about this.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh.
No, you should laugh. Either laugh or cry, so that's better.
You said facelifts for dogs.
Facelifts for dogs, and one example I heard. This is like big in the UK apparently. So one British family, they spent $20,000 or pounds, I'm not sure which, on a facelift for their bloodhound. Now imagine what a bloodhound looks like, and what a facelift for a bloodhound would be. Reactions?
That is so crazy. You know what?
What do you guys think?
Some people have so much money that I guess they just have to spend it.
Yeah. But that's so wrong. I mean, I get upset when I see a Doberman with clipped ears because, you know, let the ears, you know, it's like.
You know what? I have a question. What does the Humane Society have to say about this?
Good question. That's a very good question.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Peter, where y'all at, man? That ain't cool. Facelift for animals.
Yeah, it's wrong. It's just wrong.
So if you don't like the way your dog look, you can give your dog a Clark Gable, right?
Clark Gable with a mustache.
You know, woo! We have come a long way.
But what's a bloodhound without jowls? You know what I'm saying?
It's not a bloodhound no more. Bloodhound without jowls.
Jowls. And anyway, you know, so like I'm saying, you know, when I see Dobermans with clipped ears or dogs with clipped tails, that upsets me. But the facelift, that's just, I don't know, crazy stuff. We here in Dogtown, we disapprove.
Oh, yes we do. Yes we do.
Well, that was you think we're done here today, Frantz?
Yeah, man.
Last words?
Well, man, hey. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, because we did. You see these big old smiles on our face. So, as you recognize, we're outside again.
We're outside again.
We're outside again.
It's
what
March.
does that tell you? In March. Anyway, peace.
Yeah.